there, this is Dr. Daya. Welcome to our new episode. Today's episode is about sports and physics. In this episode, we will be talk about rugby and its physics. When people think about rugby, people often think it is American football. But they are not the same. Rugby is quite intense because the players are not allowed to wear helmets, gloves, and large amount of padding around the body, which you often see in American football. How does physics work in rugby? First, let me introduce you to rugby.
2, 3! 1, 2, 3, shout!
Rugby is a contact team sport based on running with a ball in hand. It is played between two teams of 15 players. You may be familiar with the term called goal, especially in soccer. But in rugby, they call it a try. In order to score the try, one must move the ball into the in goal of the other team and put down the ball on the ground. Now you know the brief about rugby. Let's move on to its physics. Do you notice the weird shape of a rugby ball? Yes, the rugby ball has a weird shape. It's neither slender like a football, nor spherical like a soccer ball. It is somewhere in between. When you throw the ball, it tends to wobble. The game of rugby is fast and intense, so players need to pass the ball as fast as they can to another player in order to keep the ball moving. So, in order to make the ball travel faster, one must spin the ball. The shape of the ball is act like a spinning top. When you put the spinning top down on its tip and try to balance it, it will fall over. But when you spin it, it stays upright and balances itself. This is because when you spin the top, it has a law of conservation of angular momentum. When you maintain the angular momentum, it will resist any changes in its momentum, which preventing it from tripping over. Same law is used when spinning the rugby ball. As long as it has an angular momentum, the rugby will not wobble, which make it accurate and travel faster when passing. There are a few other laws in physics that could be applied in rugby. There are Issac Newtons' law. The first law by Issac Newtons. He said that all objects will stay at rest or a constant velocity until acted upon by an unbalanced force. In rugby, you can see this law through a kick. The ball will be at rest if no one's kicking it, and will stay this way unless a force is acted upon it. When the ball is kicked, it will fly to its maximum until gravity pulls it down. The second Newton's law. Newton said if an object is subjected to an unbalanced net force, it will accelerate in the direction of the net force. This second law can be seen through tackles. The larger the mass, the larger the forces. So the bigger the player, the harder the hit. However, the faster the acceleration, the more larger the force. So the faster the player, the more powerful the hit due to momentum. And lastly, Newton's third law. For every force, there is an equal and opposite force being exerted. People use side steps in order to avoid tackles. In this case, the rugby player pushing the ground to the left with his feet, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The ground exerts an equal force to the right, allowing the players to move in that direction. So now you know the basics of physics in rugby. I hope this could help you understand physics, especially in intense sports such as rugby. And just remember, in rugby, you will see physics of force, acceleration, mass, and momentum. Thank you for watching.